Hey, my people, I'm back. I'm back here to finish the story because, hey, people in the DM, they won't let me have peace. Well, I'm here to finish the story as I promised. I had to attend to something really quick, an emergency, but now I'm good. I'm here. I'm actually seated on the floor because I'm from my evening run and I'm panting like a dog. But anyway, you gotta do this. So, back to my story. So, when I found the cash at the ATM, I was confused, like I mentioned. I didn't know what to do with the money. Obviously, it was not my money, and there was no one else at the ATM. I did not find anyone leaving the ATM when I arrived. So I asked myself, what do I do? The only person I could see close was the security guy. So I called the security guy and I told him that I had found some money at the cash deposit machine, which was not mine, and there was no one there, and I didn't know what to do with it. So I asked the security guy to check whether there was still someone at the bank, since we could still see the lights inside the bank. So the security guy said yes, there was someone at the bank, and I asked him to call a bank officer. So the security guy went into the bank and called the bank officer. The bank officer came, some guy came, and I told him that I was trying to operate the cash deposit machine, and it seems the machine was not working because I was getting some error that the cash chamber was overloaded, and also there was a familiar sound coming from the machine. And while I was operating the machine, the cash chamber, the cash chamber opened up forcefully, and there was some old notes there. So the guy was like, well, there's this M-Pesa guy who comes to the bank around this time, and he usually deposits old notes at the machine. And it's not the first time that the machine has failed to pick the old notes. So the bank officer was like, you see this guy, I've told him severally not to bank old notes at the deposit machine. He never listens. Now see what has happened. The machine, the machine has failed. So the guy took the money and he went back inside the bank. I don't know what happened from there with the money. At least I had freed myself from the issue. So it left me with a lot of questions, asking myself, what will happen if the bank officer fails to inform the M-Pesa guy that the money actually did not deposit, was not successfully deposited in his account? What will happen if the bank officer takes the money and uses it and fails to tell the M-Pesa guy? Because obviously the M-Pesa guy thinks that the money was deposited in his account. That's why he left. Well, that was his problem. I don't know. So it also left me with another question. Well, is our money really safe at the cash deposit machine? When we deposit the money, is it really safe? But then I was somehow consoled by the fact that when you deposit the cash at the machine, you get a receipt. So if you check your account and the balance was not okay, you can always go back to the bank and claim or complain that your account was not reflecting the money you had deposited in the machine because you have an evidence of the receipts. Guys, I didn't use the deposit machine. I said, well, let me leave. The next day, I can go to the bank and comfortably deposit my money at the counter. That was my story, guys. Thank you for reading my story and listening to my story. Have a beautiful evening. Be truthful men. Like Reggie, truthful men. Don't take what does not belong to you. It's not right. Have a good night. Bye. See you again next time.